Chapter 16, Skill Upgrade, Bronze Skeletons, Dramatic Improvement. Name, Lin Moyu. Career, Necromancer, Unique. Level, 10, 0%. Strength, 100. Agility, 100. Spirit, 300. Constitution, 100. Equipment, none. Summoning space, 40/100, Skeleton Warrior, quantity, 40. Talent, full enhancement, level 2, unique. Passive skill, damage transfer. Active skills, Soul Fire, level 10, Summoned Skeleton Warrior, level 10. Full enhancement, level 2, all skill effects increased by 20 times. Damage transfer, all damage received by the Necromancer is transferred to summoned creatures. Soul Fire, level 10, burns the target soul, causing scorching damage. Power depends on one spirit and skill level. Summoned Skeleton Warrior, level 10, summons one bronze rank Skeleton Warrior. Lin Moyu examined his post-level up attributes. Strength and agility changed little, increasing by 10 points per level steadily. However, his spirit power reached 300 points, a massive 120-point increase. They say there's a big attribute boost after level 10. As a mage class, my spirit power changed the most. Then he noticed his skill changes and became excited. His talent grew stronger, increasing from 10x to 20x amplification. Even if nothing else changed, the Skeleton Warrior's combat power would increase several times. Moreover, the Skeleton Warriors had evolved from Iron rank to Bronze rank. Lin Moyu eagerly summoned a Skeleton Warrior. The Bronze rank Skeleton Warrior's grey color was gone, replaced by a greenish-white hue. The cracks on its body had almost completely disappeared, and even its sword looked brighter. At least it no longer looked like it was picked from a garbage heap. Bronze rank Skeleton Warrior. Strength, 3000. Agility, 3000. Spirit, 3000. Constitution, 3000. Skill, Berserk Strike, level 1. Berserk Strike, level 1 deals 200% of own strength as damage to the target, 10-minute cooldown. The attributes remained balanced, with base attributes reaching 150 points. After the 20x full enhancement boost, all attributes reached an astonishing 3000 points. Lin Moyu couldn't judge what level of career professional this was equivalent to based on his current knowledge. But with these attributes, he could dominate this area. Additionally, the new skill gave the Skeleton Warriors burst damage capability. Is this like a one-trick pony, master of all? Lin Moyu thought of a saying from his previous life. He didn't need complex, flashy skills, just one or two practical and powerful skills were enough to dominate. That was his current situation. He lacked the dazzling spells of mags or the eye-catching combat techniques of warriors. With just these skills, he dared say no one below level 20 could be his match. Defeating a level 20 at level 10 was impossible for others, but not for him. With the Skeleton Warrior's attributes and his passive skill, even if he stood still letting a level 20 attack, it would take a long time to kill him. As Lin Moyu was about to summon more bronze rank Skeleton Warriors, he heard a whooshing sound as an arrow flew past his face. Several more arrows followed. One hit him, but an invisible membrane appeared, blocking it. His passive skill activated automatically, transferring all damage to the Skeleton Warriors. Lin Moyu remained unharmed. Under attack. Lin Moyu received the alert as his Skeleton Warrior's eyes glowed red, entering alert status. A black-clad figure ran from the forest, moving quickly with high agility. Lin Moyu guessed it was an assassin-type career. The figure saw Lin Moyu and quickly changed direction, disappearing in an instant. 2 seconds later, 2 more people appeared in pursuit. From their attire, Lin Moyu judged their careers, an archer and a mage. The archer had fired the arrows earlier. Without the damage transfer passive skill, Lin Moyu would have been injured. The two ignored Lin Moyu and continued their pursuit. Lin Moyu's eyes flickered. They were going the wrong way. The black-clad figure had changed direction here, their pursuit was futile. Sure enough, the two returned seconds later. The mage used a skill, and Lin Moyu felt wind blowing around. After a few seconds, the mage sighed, "That rascal is cunning. They've escaped." The archer said, "It's okay. They can't escape forever. We'll catch them eventually." Then he turned to Lin Moyu, "Little one, did a black-clad person pass by earlier?" Lin Moyu didn't answer, instead saying softly, "Your arrow hit me. Apologize." The archer saw the arrow on the ground and understood, "I'm sorry." Lin Moyu waved his hand, "Don't let it happen again." The archer had a strange feeling, as if Lin Moyu was looking down on him from above. The mage looked gloomy, clearly unhappy about the escape. He turned to look at the skeleton warrior beside Lin Moyu. An undead summon. His eyes showed a hint of disgust as he slowly raised his staff. The skeleton warrior's eyes glowed red, entering combat stance. The archer suddenly pulled the mage back, whispering, "Don't cause trouble." The mage's eyes rolled, but he lowered his staff, "Fine." Watching the two retreat, Lin Moyu said calmly, "You're lucky." Though he hadn't used detection, judging from the arrow's power earlier, their attack wasn't strong. These two weren't high level, probably around level 20 at most. If they had attacked, Lin Moyu felt he might have had to kill them. He wasn't a saint; if bullied, he would retaliate 100-fold. When the mage raised his staff, Lin Moyu had already recalled all his skeleton warriors to the summoning space. He could have surrounded them instantly. If a fight broke out, they would have been hacked to pieces. Chapter 17, Blocking Badge. Killed level 10 Goblin Patrol, experience plus 300. Killed level 11 Goblin Soldier, experience plus 350. Obtained Goblin Bone. Notifications flooded in like a bullet screen, and experience rapidly increased. 44 bronze rank skeleton warriors were killing monsters in the forest. With the skill upgrade, Lin Moyu once again enjoyed the feeling of one-shot kills. These bronze rank skeleton warriors could kill level 10 and 11 goblin monsters in one hit. Efficiency increased again, but from level 10 onwards, the experience required for leveling up increased by nearly 3 times. Leveling became slower and slower. At this rate, Lin Moyu needed to kill at least 5,000 goblins to level up once. The tireless skeleton warriors kept killing, but it still wasn't quite enough. By nightfall, Lin Moyu was still 30% short of reaching level 11. Lin Moyu lit a campfire in the forest and ate food he had brought from home. He didn't plan to go back, as time was limited and couldn't be wasted on travel. At this leveling speed, I should reach level 13 tomorrow. It's unclear if I can reach level 15 the day after. After level 15, the leveling speed will slow down further, and I need to leave a day to return. So I can probably reach level 16 at most. How did Sister level up back then? Her leveling speed couldn't have been faster than mine. Sister was a rare career elf summoner. Her leveling speed should be similar to Xie Shui's. I must be overlooking something. Lin Moyu pondered, thinking about the knowledge he learned in school and combining it with Lin Mohan's actions at the time. Suddenly, he realized something. The West Sea Mine Dungeon. Did Sister team up with others to clear the dungeon? And it must have been at least nightmare difficulty. Nightmare dungeons are full of enhanced elite monsters, which surely give a lot of experience. That's why Sister came back injured and had been healed by someone. Yes, it must be like this. Lin Moyu clenched his fist, feeling confident in his guess. I'll check it out tomorrow. He made up his mind. As the night deepened, monsters within a 500-meter radius around him had been cleared. The skeleton warriors hid in the darkness while he began to meditate. With 44 skeleton warriors protecting him and his passive skill, he didn't need to worry about safety. The forest at night wasn't completely quiet. Occasional wolf howls could be heard from afar. The rustling of leaves in the wind added an eerie, scary atmosphere. The temperature where Lin Moyu was located was lower than other places, as the presence of skeleton warriors turned the night wind into a chilly breeze. At midnight, a skeleton warrior suddenly sent an alert, waking Lin Moyu from his meditation. The skeleton warriors had detected someone approaching his position. Is it a career professional coming to level up? There aren't many people who come to the forest to level up at midnight. Could they be lost? Lin Moyu didn't move but became alert. Outside, one should never let their guard down. The campfire served as the best guiding light in the night. Soon, the person appeared in Lin Moyu's sight. It's her. Lin Moyu had seen her in the afternoon, the fleeing black-clad person. Excuse me, do you have any food? The black-clad person's voice was pleasant. Her large eyes were bright and clear in the firelight. Lin Moyu took out a sweet potato and handed it over. The only food he had prepared was sweet potatoes and some water. The black-clad person didn't complain. She removed her mask and began eating large bites, clearly very hungry. Behind the mask was a delicate, pretty face. She looked only about 18 or 19 years old, exuding youthful energy. Lin Moyu didn't use detection, as using it on strangers was impolite and could even provoke hostility. Then? Before she could finish the word, she started coughing violently. She had been trying to eat and talk at the same time and choked. Lin Moyu handed her a bottle of water. The black-clad person drank a few sips and finally caught her breath. Thank you. She finally managed to speak clearly. Lin Moyu just nodded slightly to indicate it was nothing. The black-clad person ate the sweet potato bite by bite. Lin Moyu didn't ask anything, and the atmosphere fell into an awkward silence. She didn't eat quickly, her movements were graceful. While eating, her beautiful eyes occasionally glanced at Lin Moyu, flickering with a faint light, her thoughts unknown. After finishing, she finally spoke, "What's your name?" Seeing Lin Moyu didn't answer, she continued, "Don't like talking? How about this, let's use detection on each other." Lin Moyu thought for a moment, then nodded in agreement. Their fingertips glowed simultaneously as they used detection on each other. Lin Moyu was stunned. The detection failed, and he didn't get any information. The black-clad person suddenly giggled, looking triumphant. You didn't get anything, did you? So your name is Lin Moyu, level 10, and your career is Necromancer? I've never heard of this career, how strange. This afternoon, I saw something like a skeleton beside you. Is that your summon? Undead summons are rare. She suddenly became talkative, one sentence after another. Why aren't you talking? Don't tell me you're mute, you don't look like it. Lin Moyu looked at her and asked calmly, why? She looked as if she had discovered a new continent, her face full of surprise. So you really can talk? Why? Lin Moyu looked at her and asked again. She kept smiling. You mean why the detection failed? Because of this. She took out an item that looked like a badge. This is called a blocking badge. As long as you wear it, anyone whose level isn't 10 levels higher than yours will fail when using detection on you. She put away the blocking badge. Now try using detection on me again. Lin Moyu nodded and cast detection. This time it worked. Ningi, level 19, Shadow Assassin. A cool breeze blew by, and Ningi's smile instantly disappeared. Lin Moyu also looked to the side. Chapter 18, Skeleton Warriors can also be tanks. Lin Moyu had already detected the newcomers through his skeleton warriors. Besides the archer and mage he met earlier today, there was now a knight carrying a sword and shield. The three surrounded them from different directions. Ningi frowned, her delicate face scrunching up. This is endless. It's just a mid-level skill scroll. They've been chasing me for days and still haven't given up. Ningi stomped her foot and said to Lin Moyu, I'm leaving. We'll play again if we have the chance. Whoosh! An arrow shot out from the darkness. Ningi reacted quickly, dodging to the side instantly. The arrow exploded with a bang, transforming into two streams of light that fell on Lin Moyu and Ningi. Huge markers appeared above their heads, glowing brightly in the night, looking like they were wearing bright lamps. Oh no, marker arrows! Ningi's face suddenly paled, knowing things had become troublesome. Lin Moyu recalled the description of marker arrows. It was an archer skill that could mark targets, making them conspicuous and unable to enter stealth. Marker arrows were very effective against assassin-type careers, limiting their stealth abilities. They were also useful in dungeons against stealth-type monsters. Once marked by an archer, stealth skills were restricted, making escape much more difficult. You can't escape this time. A cold laugh rang out as the mage from earlier emerged from the forest. On another side, the archer stood in a tree. From the third direction, the knight had also arrived. The mage gripped his staff, his cold gaze sweeping over Lin Moyu and Ningi. I knew you two were together. A dirty rat of an assassin paired with an evil, dark undead summoner. What a fine couple. A faint light flashed in Ningi's hand, and a green glowing dagger appeared. He has nothing to do with this. I'll give you the skill scroll, and we'll go our separate ways. The archer in the tree laughed. That would have been fine a day ago, but now we think it's safer to kill you. The mage added, dead people are the safest. This way, no one will know we have a mid-level skill scroll, saving us a lot of trouble. Ningi whispered, I'll hold them off. You run. Lin Moyu looked at her, what about you? I'm a shadow assassin. The night is my domain. I have ways to escape. Lin Moyu knew Ningi was just saying this. If she could really beat them, she wouldn't have been running today. Clearly, the opponents were stronger. As a shadow assassin, she might have been able to escape before, but now hit by the archer's marker arrow, her stealth skills were ineffective, making escape much harder. The archer said gravely, the night is long. Let's not waste time. Attack! The mage raised his staff. Today, not only will you die, but this little one will die too. Brilliant light burst from the staff, and a huge light orb rose into the sky, illuminating the surroundings like daylight. Illumination spell. The mage illumination spell not only lit up the area but also dispelled darkness and increased the mage spell hit rate. Most crucially, it could also counter assassin stealth skills. This made Ningi even more uncomfortable. Time to fight for our lives. Light flashed in Ningi's hand again, and a green dagger appeared. Her whole body tensed up. Her large eyes narrowed slightly, her gaze becoming sharp as she looked for opportunities. The archer in the tree had his bow fully drawn, ready to shoot at any moment. The knight had taken out his sword and shield, poised in a charging stance. The mage staff was glowing brightly. The three surrounded them, leaving Ningi no chance to escape. At this moment, Lin Moyu slightly raised his finger, and a skeleton warrior appeared in front of him. Hey, wasted effort! The mage showed a hint of disdain and strong disgust. Fireball! The mage shouted, and a huge fireball a meter in diameter appeared out of thin air, shooting towards the two with roaring flames. Fireball was a powerful spell that mags could only master at level 20. A direct hit would be fatal or at least severely injurious. Quick, dodge! Ningi's face changed as she immediately pulled Lin Moyu back. As the mage launched the fireball, he also instantly cast a spirit entanglement spell. As Ning Yi was pulling Lin Moyu back, she suddenly felt her body become heavy, her speed slowing down significantly. An invisible thread of spirit power extended from the staff, entangling their feet. As Ning Yi was entangled by the spirit power, the archer also made his move. The bowstring vibrated with a twang, and an arrow shot out. Midway, the arrow split into 3. Triple shot. One of the archer's techniques, turning one arrow into 3, tripling the attack. At this time, the knight also charged forward at an alarming speed. It's over. Ning Yi's face turned pale. She suddenly pushed Lin Moyu away hard, pushing him out of the attack range. At this moment, 2 skeleton warriors appeared on Ning Yi's left and right. The 3 skeleton warriors acted like 3 shields, firmly protecting Ning Yi. The mage fireball hit a skeleton warrior, exploding with a boom and bursting into flames. The archer's triple shot hit the skeleton warriors, making metallic impact sounds. The knight also collided with a skeleton warrior, but while the skeleton didn't move an inch, the knight was sent flying back. From the flames, the skeleton warriors slowly walked out, emitting a greenish-white light, showing no signs of injury. How is this possible? The mage couldn't believe what he saw. He had used detection earlier and knew Lin Moyu was only a level 10 necromancer. Summons couldn't exceed their summoner's level, so they should only be level 10 as well. How could his level 21 power fail to instantly kill them? The archer and knight were also stunned. What kind of summons were these, to be so strong? Crack! Crack! Accompanied by grating friction sounds, skeleton warriors appeared all around. A total of 44 skeleton warriors completely surrounded the 3 of them. Chapter 19, First Kill, done decisively. Not only were the 3 stunned, but Ning Yi was also shocked. She stared with wide eyes and an open mouth, unable to believe what she saw. Her expression was quite adorable. Earlier today, she had seen Lin Moyu skeleton warriors. Those level 10 skeleton warriors had many cracks on their bodies, and their weapons were worn out. They looked like they could be easily defeated. How could they be so strong now? The mage's level 20 skill couldn't harm them. The archer's triple shot and the knight's charge couldn't damage them either. Were these really level 10 summons? They seemed excessively powerful. And the number. Flames lit up in the night as skeleton warriors silently appeared, surrounding them. Lin Moyu, a man of few words, walked back to Ning Yi's side, his eyes filled with killing intent. Kill! With a thought, the skeleton warriors sprang into action. The mage's face changed dramatically. He shook his staff, and an energy shield appeared around him. Energy shield, a mage signature skill. The higher the mage level, the stronger the skill, and the more solid the energy shield. It was said that god-tier mags could withstand forbidden spells with their shields. Mags had low agility and couldn't move as quickly as archers. Now surrounded by skeleton warriors, he had no room to dodge. A skeleton warrior's blade fell, causing the energy shield to distort violently. The mage's face paled. With just one strike, his energy shield was nearly broken. What were these skeletons' attributes? Their attack power was terrifying. He had no time to think further as a second skeleton warrior's blade fell. The energy shield shattered, dispersing into countless points of light. Fire repulsion ring. The mage cast another skill, and a huge ring of fire exploded, pushing several nearby skeletons over 10 meters away. Before he could rejoice, darkness fell over him as 2 skeletons leaped above his head. He had no more chances to use skills. A flash of blade, and the mage's head flew off. In just 2 seconds, the mage was dead. The archer was now being chased by skeleton warriors, in a very sorry state. Having witnessed the mage's death, his eyes were filled with fear. He was more agile than the mage, but still far inferior to the skeleton warriors with 3,000 agility. He kept using evasion skills, trying to escape the skeleton's encirclement. But his efforts were in vain, time and again. As the skeleton warriors closed in, his room for maneuver grew smaller and smaller. Compared to the dead mage and the soon-to-die archer, the knight was in a slightly better situation. The knight's body glowed like a light bulb as he repeatedly used his charge skill to run away. This light was even more solid than the mage's energy shield, protecting him firmly. Even when the skeleton warrior's blades fell on him, they couldn't harm him. Its ultimate defense. I didn't expect this knight to have mastered this skill, Lin Moyu thought, recalling his knowledge of the skill. This was one of the knight's core skills. Once activated, it greatly increased defense for a short time. Its exact strength was unknown, but it was said that a level 20 knight using ultimate defense could withstand an attack from a level 40 mage. Though only for one hit, it showed how powerful ultimate defense was. Knights who mastered ultimate defense were like a different class compared to those who hadn't. However, ultimate defense wasn't an easy skill to learn. Without the corresponding skill book, it could only be learned through skill scrolls. The randomness was high. The knight fled frantically under ultimate defense. A scream from behind told him the archer had also died. With both the mage and archer dead, he was thoroughly frightened. How could these skeleton warriors be so terrifying? If he had known, he wouldn't have come. Losing his life for a mid-level skill scroll wasn't worth it. Use skills. Block him, don't let him escape. Lin Moyu gave orders. He couldn't let the knight escape. Since he had started killing, he would finish it cleanly. The skeleton warrior's blades simultaneously glowed red. Berserk Strike. Dealing 200% of their strength as damage. With 3,000 strength, the skeleton warrior's damage instantly doubled when using this skill. They can even use skills. The knight was terrified. The skeleton warriors were already frightening enough, and now they could use skills too. This was beyond belief. The glowing red blades fell on the knight. The white light on the knight immediately dimmed significantly. Then came the second hit, and the third. Ultimate defense lasted for 1 minute when not under attack. The more intense the attacks received, the shorter the duration of ultimate defense. As more and more skeleton warriors rushed in to use their skills, the duration of ultimate defense was rapidly decreasing. More skeleton warriors had surrounded him, cutting off the knight's escape route. It was hopeless. After about 10 seconds, the knight was dismembered by the skeleton warriors, dying with regret. Either don't do it, or if you do, don't hold back. This was what Lin Mohan had told Lin Moyu, and it was how Lin Moyu acted. They're all dead. Ning Yi still hadn't fully processed what happened. From the start of the battle to its end, it took only about 20 seconds. All three were killed. And the one responsible hadn't even moved, just standing there. Lin Moyu nodded, confirming Ning Yi's words. They were indeed all dead. The skeleton warriors returned, carrying many items. When career professionals died, the contents of their storage spaces dropped. The skeleton warriors had picked everything up. Bronze rank Common Staff, Spirit plus 20, increases mage type skill power by 5%, usable after level 18. Bronze rank Common Bow, Agility plus 20, increases archer type skill power by 5%, usable after level 18. Bronze rank Common Sword, Strength plus 10, Constitution plus 10, increases offensive skill power by 5%, usable after level 18. Bronze rank Common Shield, Constitution plus 20, increases defensive skill effect by 5%, usable after level 18. Chapter 20, a new skill, Corpse Explosion. The 4 weapons were neatly arranged in front of them. Bronze rank weapons, glowing with a greenish-white light, similar to the luster on the skeleton warriors. Ningi said, "These all come from the Carmen Orc Legion dungeon." Lin Moyu was puzzled, he hadn't heard of this dungeon. Seeing Lin Moyu's confusion, Ningi explained, "The Carmen Orc Legion dungeon is a level 20 dungeon outside Shanghai City. Those three often ran that dungeon." Lin Moyu nodded. These for bronze rank items were useless to him, but he could sell them for money. He unceremoniously collected the 4 bronze items, and Ningi didn't object. There were also some materials left, like wolf pelts, beast bones, and green sprout grass, though not in large quantities. Lin Moyu took them all without hesitation. Every little bit helps, they could be sold for money. After collecting the weapons, equipment, and materials, only one item remained. Junior Skill Scroll. Description: can obtain a skill below level 20, may obtain an already learned skill. Unexpectedly, it was a junior skill scroll, worth 100,000 gold coins, very valuable. Lin Moyu held the scroll, considering whether to use it himself or sell it. Ningi asked, "You probably haven't used a junior skill scroll before, right?" Lin Moyu nodded, confirming he hadn't. "Then you should try it. Although there's a chance of getting a skill you already know, you might learn a new skill too." "Wait, are you thinking of selling it?" "Really? Are you that short on money?" "It's just a junior skill scroll, not an advanced one. It's not worth much." In Ningi's words, 100,000 gold coins seemed like nothing. Clearly, she came from a wealthy background. Lin Moyu held the skill scroll. "How do I use it?" Ningi giggled. "It's simple. Just hold the scroll and say 'use' out loud." Lin Moyu didn't doubt her and followed her instructions. "Use." The scroll didn't react. Ningi said, "Oh no, that's not right. Your voice wasn't loud enough. You need to say a use loudly for it to work." Lin Moyu looked at her but didn't try again. He might not have used one before, but he wasn't foolish. The voice too low excuse was unbelievable. Lin Moyu had already guessed the correct method and directly activated the skill scroll with his spirit power. Ningi was expectantly watching Lin Moyu, waiting for him to shout use. But Lin Moyu never did. Suddenly, the skill scroll burst into brilliant light, enveloping Lin Moyu. Ningi exclaimed in disappointment, "Ah, you figured it out." She had wanted to tease Lin Moyu but failed as he found the correct method. The skill scroll transformed into a ball of light surrounding Lin Moyu. Obtained skill, Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion, level 1 detonator corpse, dealing 10% of the corpse's life value as damage to enemies within a 1 meter range. He gained a new skill, the scroll wasn't wasted. Corpse Explosion was currently at level 1, indicating it was a skill that could be mastered at level 10. Looking at the skill description, it didn't seem impressive at first glance. The range was only 1 meter, which seemed too small to be useful. And the power was based on the corpse's life value. Lin Moyu understood this concept of corpse life value. In a necromancer's eyes, corpses also had life. Their life came from flesh, bones, and even the soul. Even after death, a corpse's life value wasn't necessarily less than when it was alive. Like some powerful beings whose corpses remained uncorrupted for centuries, continuously emitting enormous energy. But Lin Moyu saw different potential in this skill. It was an area of effect attack skill. If he faced thousands of enemies, he couldn't rely on skeleton warriors to cut them down one by one. That would be too slow. Now, once an enemy was killed, he could detonate the corpse, damaging enemies within the skill's range. As more enemies died, more corpses would form. He could continue detonating corpses, one after another. As long as he had spirit power, the skill wouldn't stop. And with his talent, was the 1 meter range really a problem? Now it had reached 20 meters, and the damage had increased to 200%. Another godly skill. With his talent, almost all his skills became godly. As the scroll's light faded, Ning-Yi blinked her big eyes expectantly. How was it? Did you learn a new skill? I did. Lin Moyu didn't mind Ning-Yi's earlier teasing. She was just playful and mischievous, he wasn't petty enough to hold it against her. Ning-Yi smiled happily. Your voice sounds nice. Why don't you like talking? It's such a shame. Lin Moyu looked at her. This girl seemed different from the girls at his school. She was lively and playful. Your voice sounds nice too. Lin Moyu rarely complimented others. It wasn't that he was unwilling to talk, he just didn't like unnecessary chatter. He talked plenty with his sister Lin Mohan and his grandmother. Ning-Yi seemed very pleased, giggling, thanks for the compliment. I know my voice sounds good too. Since you saved me and complimented me, I'll give you this. Saying this, Ning-Yi took out a box and directly placed it in Lin Moyu's hands. Intermediate Skill Scroll. Description: can obtain a skill between levels 20 and 40, may obtain an already learned skill. In the exchange, an intermediate skill scroll could cost up to 10 million gold coins, 100 times the price of a junior skill scroll. Ning-Yi had mentioned that her pursuers were after this scroll. How could she give it away so easily? Want to keep listening? Find the full novel on Arcwave at arcwave.app. Clean audio chapters and your progress saved across devices.